Alright, guys, we're back. Time to go ahead and see some more hot takes. Let's see what people have got to say while we go ahead and jump through this video. In the first one, part one, we just went through all of the quotes. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the replies. Let's see some of the silliness that we'll get here. Reminder that there is a huge problem right now with the dumbos running the game where they're missing out. I mean, a couple of characters who are not that popular is one thing, like Roshi and EZA Videl and LR Jiren. Not really popular characters, right? It's not the biggest deal, right? Like, the major ones, like Cell Max and UI Goku, they did release. So, like, those guys will come eventually. But the content, right, the Bulma fight and the Goku and Frieza fight has created a little bit of a splinter in the community, unfortunately. Let's see what people have to say. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these two, like, we know what it's gonna be. Characters like this, the meme factory characters, I mean, you're always gonna be able to create tons of shenanigans with these units. Fat Boo, 17 and 18. Tech Broly will age out every current top-tier unit in the game right now. Besides AJLUI. I don't know. Because, again, it seems like a lot of people are just forgetting. Like, I don't want to say Tech Broly's Slot 2 and Slot 3 performance in base is the worst ever. And, I mean, I guess, let me take a look at him in Super Saiyan, again, Legendary Super Saiyan. Like, let's say we transform immediately into Legendary Super Saiyan. I mean, he does have this up. So he's got 76% damage reduction. Except he's also going to have, you know, like this on Super and this. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We could potentially see this guy looking pretty saucy, potentially, in terms of defense. Like, you know, once the aging process comes out and there's, you know, 7 better LRs than this guy or something like that. You know, 10 better LRs than this guy. And we're running him in Slot 3 and we go for like a 12 key intentionally, so we're getting defense. And then he's still got, again, the 76% damage reduction for the first couple of turns. We'll see. He, right now, I mean, base Broly, his tanking is good, but he's not invincible, where he takes 0 damage already with the Gogeta and Janemba fight. So just understand that. But, I mean, I would consider myself a Tech Broly fan. I'm not as high on him as people going, oh my god, he's #1 overall. I mean, I don't think so. No fucking way. Excuse my French. But, yeah. He's great. The first Joker movie was bad too, but people are too scared to admit it. I enjoyed the first Joker. I didn't see the second one. I'm probably not gonna. I don't really see many movies nowadays, actually. I really, like, it's like, you know, when I've got the free time, you know, we'll do this. Like, maybe I'll go on, like, a date or something, and, like, I could see it. But, like, you know, if I'm just chilling, you know, we're gonna be hunting trophies. That's just what I enjoy. But I like the first Joker. I did. I thought it was fun. I don't know. I didn't hate that one. Oh my god, dude. I made a mistake, an oopsie. No, I'm gonna die in World Tournament. No, dude. No, we're fine. It's like, all right, Alan, what do we got here? Oh, boy, Alan, Jesus, here we go. All 3 of these guys are slightly overrated. Slightly, huh? Tech Carnival 1 wasn't. Then people started putting him top 1, 2, and 3. Because agenda or something. Yeah, it is weird. I agree. Because I just see no possible way. We went over this in the first part a lot, but I see no possible way you could put him in front of Beast. I don't get what has people putting him in front of Beast Gohan. I don't see it. Tech Broly is really good, but, I mean, he's just a worse... Like, he's kind of, like, a little bit more offensive-oriented, and this guy's more defensive-oriented. And we know what's better. Defense, always. It's how the game works. Forever. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe... You know, like someone could say, I think Tech Broly is #2 in the game and Beast is 1. I mean, I don't think that's the most ludicrous shit ever. Although Transform Tech Gogeta is just outright head and shoulders above Beast and Broly. Right? Like, once Gogeta comes out, he's just way better than both of them. So. In Broly, here's the thing. I'm all about results. And I tell people, don't worry so much about what could be, what should be, like blah, 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 blah. Focus on what's actually happening. You know, not what people are talking about, not what, you know, it looks like, what is happening. And, I mean, for me, I just, like, Broly doesn't really die. I mean, sure, he does have his, you know, rather annoying condition, which I really despise and hate a lot. But, you know, the way I get around it is I just don't run him flat out unless I have full uncontrollable power, right, to be able to get this. Because if you got his domain up, this guy's cooking. This guy, yeah, this guy can get killed so easily, man. He's good. He's good enough to run, but, I mean, I would never run him against Super Gogeta and Super Janemba, ever. I would never do it. No way. This guy is a dead duck out there in front of those bosses. This guy, I mean, he could be killed very easily against the Goku and Frieza fight as well, but I've found him to work pretty effectively in there. Bulma, I probably just wouldn't bring him to the Bulma fight, although he would be good in that all of his guaranteed additionals, like he does a lot of supers typically, which could be very good for the Bulma fight. See, it's like, this guy may be slightly overrated. This guy is probably, to me, closer to more properly rated, I think. Just because I see some people who are like, oh, he's like borderline 10. And I see a lot of people who are like, oh, he's kind of like in the middle range, like 5. I'm not really seeing people say like Broly is like number 1, really. Well, I guess besides the tweet that started this whole thing. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've talked about the Broly's a lot. Alright, well, poor Vegeta. Vegeta, unfortunately, I mean, Dokkan Fest TURs these days, they really have just opened up the gap between LRs and TURs, right? Like, you know, LRs are just way better. People saying he's bad. Wait, they're 50% right, 50% wrong. Sucks mostly 55%, but starting from 79%, and Mori Cooks stands up pretty decently. I mean, yeah, like, he could hang in there. What helps this guy significantly is the fact that he has no stupid-ass restrictions whatsoever. I mean, I guess this, but this is not really, like, I would consider an issue, really. Right? I don't think that this is really so much of a problem. He is Rainbow Orb changing, and, I mean, he does have a lot of damage reduction and dodge and stuff like that. He's solid, but it's just, he's just weak. He's just weak. He barely does damage, and it's like, people will show you the turn 9 screenshot after he's done 10 supers and be like, look how much damage he does. It's like, yeah, man, but, like, you know, you're taking a lot away from better characters getting their action in just to build this guy up, right? Like, he's just weak. Like, his kit is fine, I think, besides this dumbassery, right? This is one of the worst things we've seen on a character in quite some time. This shit is so horrible. I have no, like, I don't know what they were thinking. This hurts. This does not help. This is bad. This is a terrible ability. I don't know why he's got this, man. It doesn't make any sense in the world to me. It's terrible. You guys know, I complain nonstop about Ribrianne's orb changing being a nuisance as well. This guy's orb changing is a nuisance, man. It's just pointless. He's already Rainbow Orb changing, which is just superior, right? Like, you know, with him, and, like, if you're running his team, like, you just have a lot of Rainbow Orbs all over. Everyone is eating fine. And then he just comes in and fucks up the rhythm of the whole team. It's just a terrible ability. But, yeah, he's just weak. Like, his attack numbers are low, and his defensive numbers are low. Like, you bump both of the... Like, you put this kit on, like, a Dokkan Fest LR, and it'd go crazy. But, yeah, he's just weak, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, we got, unfortunately, a little bit of... what do we want to say? Bullshit at the moment. Again, where the freaking fights are not out on both versions. It's very annoying. AGL sucks ass. Underwhelming pool of current top units. I don't think I agree. Is there a way I could quickly check? Do we have like a filter? What is that? I didn't. Is that a random character? There's a random character button. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I don't know. Like I just don't really like click shit. It's a random character button. Okay. I would love to just like. I guess I'm gonna have to. I'll just hook my. Yeah, element. Here we go. But it's gonna be like completely mixed all over the place, right? Let me just go here. I'm gonna just hook my game up. I'll take a slight pause from grinding World Tournament for this. All right, guys, here we are. Look at this. I'm right exactly at 100 wins in the World Tournament. How good? How good? How good? All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here. AGL characters. Do we think that they're weak right now? Now obviously we have like AGL UI. We have Jiren, who's pretty good. I think Dokkan Fest Broly is still an effective character. I mean, he's not horrible or anything like that. Maybe. I mean, Omega's useful for Bulma, funny enough. Vegeta is okay. Like, Nail is okay. Frieza is okay. Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku is obviously very, very good. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because if we would look at my most recent LR tier list, which, I mean, maybe I'd make a change or two here. Here, let's go and swap back over. I mean, if we're looking at this, right, like, the top row, we have Tech, STR, and Physical are all in that top row. Physical's got, what, 2 characters, Tech's got 2 characters, STR's got 2 characters. Maybe we could get LR Broly up into that top row. I mean, maybe we could probably do that. I've seen a lot of people talk about potentially having AGL UI Goku up in that top row as well. I mean, he certainly feels like it with the new fights. So I don't know. I mean, I guess. I mean, the best AGL character in the game has got to be AGL UI Goku, right? Like, he's got to be number 1, I would think. Maybe. Shout out to my boy Toadski, by the way. Maybe he's got a good point there. Hopefully the next Carnival LR or Dokkan Fest LR or something like that's AGL. Could be good. All right, let's continue on. Tech LR Gogeta's OST is the most overrated in Dokkan history. I mean, I was never the craziest about Tech Gogeta's OST, but most people love it. Nail over Vegeta? No, I don't think I would. I mean, here's the thing. Vegeta is very easy to just throw on a team, which I do really kind of like, right? Let's go and take a look here. So, Nail, I mean, I like the stuff, but it's just, no. And I mean, you need a Namekian and a Piccolo? No way. No way. Vegeta's definitely better. It's not even close to. Vegeta's way better. You know, at the end of the day, you can very easily run Vegeta as like a 6th or 5th character on the team, and he's valuable. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer that's essentially got 50% dodge and 50% damage reduction with 1 AGL Orb, right? Like, he's fine. He's fine. He's just, you know, his attack stats and defensive stats are just a little low, I think, probably. But, you know, he gives value. Nail is completely reliant on, I mean, dude, like a dead, like just bringing LR Gohan and Piccolo is not enough to give Nail his abilities, because that's not a Namekian character. So no, I mean, Nail is fun, but no. The Janemba and Gogeta fights are overrated and get trampled by single units. No, trampled by single units. I mean, Int Broly, if we look at him, he can definitely help a little bit, because you could drop his domain, you could take away Tech Gogeta's territory, which means he can't nullify melee supers, but like then Tech Gogeta just supers in slot 3 and kills 99% of the roster. Like, I don't. Like, that's just not true. So yeah, I mean, if you want to say the fights are overrated, sure, but get trampled by single units is just not correct. Especially because fighting Janemba enough time, his super attack is random. You cannot predict where it's gonna go. And Gogeta turn 1 is double super 4 million supering. Like a single unit, AGL UI Goku slot 1 untouchable, but then Gogeta supers in like slot 2 or 3 and kills the other character. So I mean, I don't agree with that. It's just not really true. Int Broly over Tech Broly, hell no. Cell Max over Beast. I don't, bro. This is like, yeah, this has got 27 replies for a reason, dude. What? This shit, no offense to Annie. This is like, all this is so wrong. This, to me, like, this is like a good take. This is good, right? Like, yeah, like, I would put Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but, you want to say Fat Boo, I mean, to me, that's like a W opinion. Like, I'll take it. But the rest of this is just all shit. Okay, cold pizza over hot pizza. I mean, cold pizza's good, but over hot pizza? I mean, no offense, but this is shit as well. Sour cream and mayo. So we're saying sour cream and mayo on pizza over ketchup on pizza? I mean, listen, y'all know about me, man. Hold on. Y'all know about me. Yeah, dude, it's hard to get this exact one, man. It's hard to get this, dude. Like, it's very difficult to find. I gotta find the place and see if I can't get one. Maybe let me, do a month of gym a little harder first, but yeah, these do go hard, man. This is good. This is good. So, I mean, I'm gonna kind of, at this bottom one, I'm gonna sidestep this. I think that this is kind of shit. This is just factually wrong. This is just, like, clown mode stuff. No offense. But, like, Super Easy A Broly, I mean, this overrated fucking fight kills him with normals, by the way, Annie. You realize he dies to normals in there, right? Okay. This is good. Yup. I'm on board with giving a defensive unit their flowers. Maybe this one kind of say, yeah, whatever. But, like, this is cartoonish, dude. What? This might be the single worst thing right here we've seen from this whole thread so far. Cell Max over Beast. That's just laughable to me. I don't know. That's Annie, you got to get back in the lab with the Dokkan takes. Oh boy, here we go. Vector. Oh my god. All right, let's brace ourselves. His team overall is the fewest ways to die right now. Dude, if there's a double Orange Piccolo can't lose team with the current meta, this would be it. Well, not really. Because Orange Piccolo, the thing about him is he literally kept the boss from supering and keeping the team from dying in, like, a meta where that was kind of like a big deal. But, like, the Gogeta and Janemba fights are legitimate. They're the hardest fights on Global. And, I mean, Int Broly can, be fine himself in Saw 1. But then other characters can die. Vector, this shit isn't really true until you start busting out the meme factory characters. You just slide in, character, leader skillless characters and stuff like that. You get Int Fat Boo there, who is on the leader skill, yeah. And tech androids and stuff like that. And it's just, like, the meme team. But, no, I mean, I don't really agree. Superhero is still the best team, I think. Superhero is. That gives you, that's the strongest, 1 through 6 roster you've got is Superhero still. I like double Int Broly might be my favorite team to run, potentially. But it's not better than Superhero, no. And I don't think comparing this guy to Orange Piccolo works the best. I mean, certainly, I would probably say, by the way, that I do like... I just got mixed up right there. Hold on. Okay. I I probably do like in Broly's Revive the best of anyone's Revive. Um, in Evolution Blue Vegeta's Revive is just like impossible to get. In the Gogeta fight, the Janemba fight, and the hardest fight in the game, Goku and Frieza, is so inconsistent and impossible to get. Like I don't get that Revive in Goku and Frieza, man. I've done so many attempts. Like people will just say, like people argue everything with me. They'll say no, skill is shoot. No, shut up. No, it's tough. You go in there, global player, go do it right now. Get off your now. Go do it. It's tough to get Vegeta's Revive in that Goku and Frieza fight. Y'all will see. Go do the fight and then come back and tell me, man. All right. UI Goku's I see more often than Vegeta, but HP condition not consistent. At least in Broly's, like we know exactly when it's gonna be. Unfortunately, it's the same condition as like Tech UI Goku's domain. It's in Broly's third turn is when we get it. But I do like that Revive. Obviously, that's not really a factor in Gogeta and Janemba. But in Broly's team is pretty safe against, like, Goku and Frieza and stuff like that. So, I mean, I certainly would consider myself a big int Broly guy at this point, and his team, sure. Although, I would probably say Superhero's strongest team for me. Yeah, this is probably just true, huh? Janemba? Yeah, I see so many people hating on this guy when he's competing for best villain in the game. Who is a character more underrated? Maybe AGL Jiren, but I mean, even considering like calling AGL Jiren super underrated, I mean, he's still barely even top 10 if he is top 10, right? Whereas like Janemba is like a top 5 level character. So, yeah, I'd probably agree with that. People hate this guy. I don't know what it is. People hate him. They hate him. They hate LR Janemba. They always have. They hated him when he first came out, and they hate him now. Makes no sense to me. Okay, let's see. We gotta just... what is that? That's Bale, right? This guy didn't do it for me. What is it? That's, Mog? Mog didn't really... I mean, I guess I didn't go, like, I don't know. Okay, so for my playthroughs of Elden Ring, I mean, that's obviously the original... Yeah, that guy's fire, but... okay, so my first playthrough, I walk in there, and he's just standing there, and I Kamehameha him to death within, like, 2 seconds. Sword and Knight of Flame, back when the game first came out. Alright, see ya, bitch. I did my second playthrough. Here, let's go over here. I did my second playthrough immediately after. A platinum game a second time because Elden Ring was just that good, right? Yeah, no, don't worry about poker, pretty girls, battle, Texas Hold'em. Don't worry about that. We're looking for Elden Ring right here. Yeah. So this first playthrough right here, this was all on stream. Sword and Knight of Flame through a lot of it, right? Then I just, after finishing on stream, we got the platinum. Then I immediately PS4, right? I was using Rivers of Blood. So my second run, I walk in there, and I mean, I feel, doesn't he start there? Like, he's just standing there, and I just walk up, and he's out of there, dude. It's all right, bye. So he never made really too much of an impact for me. What Elden Ring boss was tough? Nothing really comes to mind, but keep in mind, the way I play these games, like, it's just how I play, I like to be over-leveled. I like to crush shit, right? That's what I do. I want to roll up 50 levels over-leveled and just dominate the bosses. That's how we get down. Kingdom Hearts 3 is goated. Oh, well, I mean, it's good. It's good. It's just, I mean, it pales in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, what do you want from me? I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry. Kingdom Hearts 2, let's start with Kingdom Hearts 2 having a 500 times superior story. Like, I'm sorry, but that Kingdom Hearts 3 ending was so shit. I mean, maybe the DLC helps it a little bit. You got the whole thing with King Mickey and stuff like that. Like, I played it, but, like, I hated the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, man. I hated that shit. That shit was horrible. Horrible. Especially coming off of Kingdom Hearts 2 having top 5 final boss ever. One of the best final bosses ever. Like, what's a better final boss than Kingdom Hearts 2? Metal Gear Solid 3? What else? Name another. Sonic Adventure 2, maybe? Like, right? Like, I don't know. So, out of every unit in the game, Int Boo is the only unit without weaknesses. Only unit I could trust in every event in the game, because someone like Beast could die from Gogeta if he gets super twice, or Tech Broly as well, for that matter. Like I mean, we went over it on part 1, but Tech Broly in like slot 2, I mean, he could get, like, let's say Gogeta's like, okay, so you have a rotation. Tech Broly, of course, would be the best defensive character you got, right? And all of Gogeta's attacks are in slot 2. He double supers. He just killed Tech Broly, right? Like, it's something that'll happen. So, like, I could see it. And Beast is susceptible to the same thing. Most characters are. And then it's like, I don't know, like, if we want to say, like, AGL UI Goku, I mean, the hardest fight in the game literally has dodge canceling. So, AGL UI Goku has died countless times for me in the Goku and Frieza fight. Yeah, okay. Sure. I mean, I don't know if I'd say Int Boo doesn't have weaknesses, but he is very good, yeah. Gogeta versus Jiren. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, Jiren is a little boring, but I mean, you get to turn 2 and then he just has 100% damage reduction. Again, we're going to talk about the hardest fight in the game, Goku and Frieza. I mean, Jiren is capable of getting locked in slot 1 against Android 17 and insta-killed, because he's just an like, in his base form. He's just an AGL character that just, you know, is slot 2. But once that standby comes out, I mean, he's got 100%, man. Right? It's like, I've had Gogeta die countless times in the Goku and Frieza fight. Killed by Goku and Frieza, killed by Golden Frieza in 17. With Jiren, it's just much less of an occurrence. I mean, Jiren almost assuredly would be better against Gogeta and Janemba as well. Like, I don't even run this guy against the Gogeta and Janemba fights. No, I don't think so. I think I would put Jiren above Gogeta. Yeah, I think so. It's just in the current, well, the Bulma fight though. I mean, Gogeta is like maybe the best character for the Bulma fight. I think he probably is, because Gogeta has Rainbow Orb changing for the opening phase. The second phase, which is my most hated, when Bulma's lowering your ki by 9 and you have to super her 4 times per turn. Gogeta just is supering constantly while Rainbow Orb changing. And then the hardest hitting killer boss, STR Bulma at the end, I mean, you could use Gogeta's active to get around that. So, Gogeta probably is the best character for the Bulma fight, yeah. I think I'm still saying Jiren, but yeah. We need active skill updates on EZA. Yeah. It could help a lot of characters, man. Want this to be more widespread to get Dokkan's attention. Yeah, so as it stands right now, it's just like it's just like a missing table in the database or something like. I think that's how to describe it. Literally, all they'd have to do is just add that to the database, and bam, they could just then change active skills, right? Like, as far as I understand, nothing is stopping them from, you know, one of these maintenance, oh, they just added it and now they could change active skills, right? At the moment they can't, but it also is just one day they just add the ability to do it and then they could do it. Happy photo of dogs is always a W. Tech Broly, this is not a hot take. Everyone is saying this and everyone is wrong. Everyone's wrong. Oh, my bad. New one, not Beast. Okay, I getcha. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see it. I could easily see it. I think I probably, for now, would still have Family Kamehameha above, but I could see it, because Tech Broly shows up right away. He gives you incredible defensive value, godly, tremendous slot 1 defensive character, which is so important, and the Family Kamehameha unit does kind of need to get carried for 1 turn before they can completely, you know, tank everything and then have the one-shot ability. But I could see it. I could see STR Beast and Tech Broly above the Family Kamehameha Gohan. I could see it. We better not be talking about this bullshit character, dude. Rhodey, don't do me like this. We're not wasting our time talking about this dog shit character. Let me see. Evolution Blue Vegeta should not be paired with HL UI in any top ranking right now. They just aren't comparable at all. I mean, yeah, UI is certainly better, but again, I mean, UI in the hardest fight in the game can die very, very easily. Vegeta's revive condition is basically impossible to achieve unless the stars align. Well, I mean, that's in the hardest fight, yeah. Bulma, it's very easy to get Vegeta's revive. EGL UI is easy. He has an actual link partner, Tech UI Goku. Although, I mean, to say that, to pretend like Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't have a link partner, though, I mean, it's like, I mean, here, let's look. Actually, well, wait, who it was? Okay, AGL UI, his revive is easy, and he has an actual link partner. AGL UI has an actual link partner. Let's take a look. Uh-huh. And then he's right here. Right. Like, come on. It's not like Evolution Blue Vegeta works like, he's got a very similar link set to AGL UI, man. Pick unrelated. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Year 10 to cleanse the whole top 10? Why? For what reason exactly? Like, is there someone we should be hating here? We don't like Tech Gogeta. We don't like Beast. We don't like Tech Broly. We don't like Janemba. I don't get it. What's the problem, bruh? What's the issue? I rather like this top 10, top 15. I think I like it quite a bit, actually. Yeah. I see no issue. All right, let's keep going here. The endless hate and downplay Janemba's gotten since its release is baffling. Yeah, I don't super get it. Because, I mean, you guys know me. I love defensive characters. Defense is the most important thing, yada, yada, yada. It seemed like a lot of people were kind of in agreement with that these days, but I don't know. Outaged nearly every unit released around him for years, same way Tech Gohan did, and is simply the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, Janemba is, I mean, either the best villain in the game, or the second best villain in the game, or the third. Like, it's one of those. Hahaha, okay. Dragon Ball Hero banners are the worst way you could spend your stones. They instantly fall off a cliff the celebration after theirs. I mean, it's not quite the next celebration, but almost always locked to being used without. That's the biggest problem, man. I mean, there's so many different things. Like, they could buff, other characters with the restrictions and stuff like that. And they could buff so many different teams, villains with big bad bosses, all different types of things. But they always do that. They make them just completely restricted to be used with themselves. Yeah, it's very odd. If they didn't do that, Heroes characters could be a lot better. But Heroes teams typically have several issues. First and foremost, HP being a very, very huge thing, right? Like, having, no health compared to, a regular team is something that is just really not that great, so... global players understand that Heroes, I mean, summoning for them is a very risky proposition, considering how it's not the celebration after theirs, but, 2 celebrations after, I guess. Well, no, it's more like 3 or 4, but because it's like the Christmas celebration is usually separate, and then there's the start of December celebration, then there's New Year's, and then we get to the anniversary where Heroes falls off a cliff, right? When they came out last, this guy was him when he came out last year. He wasn't overrated or anything like that. It's just that they don't last as long as other characters. I mean, one of the main reasons is when they release, right? Directly before anniversary. Year 10 shouldn't bring any new mechanics. Domain same by showing serious issues, only one ability being up at a time. Best if we don't get anything new. I mean, the thing is, people, all this is, I mean, it's just like a power creep issue. It doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of, Dokkan actually designing these characters in, a smart way, which they don't really do. Unfortunately. I don't think bringing new mechanics is necessarily going to be an issue. My intro tier list. This is correct. Where is... Let me see. There's one in particular I'm looking for. I don't see it. What? This is Int Broly? This is Int Broly's intro? That's what that's supposed to be? Even though it doesn't have, like, the same sort of, like, icon and stuff like that. I think I want to say that this list actually sucks ass. And you might think, well, why is that? Because this is the best intro. That's why. Bardock. #1 intro. What the fuck is Trunks doing up, huh? Is he lost? Sort of hope Trunks? Stop it. I just saw that rat. What is he doing up there? Come on. Tech Gogeta, sorry. Alright, let me tell you guys about this guy, Axel. When it comes to Dokkan, no offense, Axel has got no clue about the game. He's completely lost. I have never seen a good take from this guy. In truth, someone like Alan or Vector is running laps around this guy, Axel, in terms of actually knowing about the game. So, the second you see Axel disagree with you, you know you're on the right track. Redemption. Let's see. Domain is the worst mechanic Dokkan ever introduced. Only one unit domain could be up. Bosses as well. Units are reliant on domain forms, yet they can't proc it due to no domain overlap. Easy fix. Terrible addition to the game. Yeah, I mean, I certainly could see it. I think a major issue is that they tied domains going up to actually transforming characters. That's where they really, really messed up. Yeah, I mean, domains, standbys as well, right? The overlapping issue. I think that they kind of want it to be intentional to create a natural pecking order. Because, listen, it's like, it is a gacha game. They're going to want, like, characters to age out and, like, newer characters to be better. It's just how it is. How are you supposed to keep track of LR Barbarly's damage reduction? Hardest unit ever. I'm trying to play Jet Set Radio Future while running this team. This is impossible. It's not that hard, kid. Get better. No. Frog. Speaking of... No. It's just a joke. To say that this guy is on the level with Evolution Blue Vegeta and AGL Goku? No way, man. Definitely no. He could do shiny numbers. But, like, it's one normal from Janemba or Gogeta. What happens to him? 17 locks him. What happens? Right. Yeah, no way. Red over blue. I mean, I like blue. I like the color blue. I'm a blue guy myself. So, no. 10th anniversary needs to have at least one Vegito or it's a bust for me. Agenda. Okay. Gogeta Wank has gotten annoying. Dokkan does definitely love their Gogetas. Saiyan Saga's not 10th anniversary. Oh, yeah. I would rather not. Saiyan Saga? I'm good. I'm good on Saiyan Saga, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, they could do Saiyan Saga for part 2, I guess. They already did it, and it didn't really work out so well. But, like, I mean, 10th anniversary opens up with Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, and I'm not really going to care what part 2 is. Transforming Goku and Vegeta into fusion needs to no longer be a thing. You know what? I would love Vegito for anniversary. Yeah. I think Vegito is what we want, what we need, for sure. Give us Vegito for anniversary. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tech Gogeta's not 1. I don't know why you rate him so highly or how he's even a #1 contender. Okay, well, are you gonna give points? Doesn't bring much to the team besides good numbers and Rainbow Orb changing. So he has good numbers and Rainbow Orb changing, but he's not bringing much to the team, which his teams already have. Okay. But, I mean, his numbers are better, Frog. I think if Janemba had more teams, he'd easily be above Gogeta. I mean, Janemba's definitely better, like, turn 1. right? Like, slot 2, turn 1 Janemba might be the best. I mean, well, AGL UI Goku, I guess, but, like, I mean, Janemba is definitely very crazy. The thing with Gogeta is that he's just better beast when you transform with him. Like, people go, I don't get what it is about Gogeta. He's better beast once he transforms, man. He's better than Beast. He's better than Tech Broly. Hello? That's why, man. That would be why. That's why. I love the pupper. Okay, okay. If his rage mode was multiple turns like Orange Piccolo, I mean, I don't know. That wouldn't really change much. I mean, I guess there'd be a lot of extra damage. I mean, some bosses... So, Janemba's rage mode is only a 1-turn transformation. What makes the giant forms cancel boss super attacks and boss abilities is when the boss will use it during the rage mode, right? And then it still technically is the same turn, and they've used up their super. So when you leave the rage mode, you leave the giant form, and they can't do the super. So if you're fighting a boss that could, like, double super, and, you know, maybe during the rage mode they don't use both supers against Janemba, then, I mean, it wouldn't cancel both. But it's a pretty rare occurrence. I don't know that Janemba's rage mode being 2 turns would make the biggest difference. It certainly would allow for a lot more damage, since that slot 1 Janemba with, you know, the full field of orbs is going to be able to do a lot of damage. It's a guaranteed crit and stuff like that as well, but yeah. I mean, you know, he's in discussion with Tech Broly. 2023 Worldwide is far superior in this one in terms of content. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, this year had a lot more content, but it was way worse. Pity system is useless for free-to-play players. This is factually wrong. Horribly, inconceivably wrong. What this is the pity system is not good for players who need to obsessively use their stones every single time they get stones. That's what it's not good for. But that's not a smart way to play the game anyway as a free-to-play player. Unfortunately, it's a gacha game. The goal is to make money, right? Like, it sucks, but it is what it is. And it's got nothing to do with, oh, you're defending a billion-dollar corporation. Like, shut up. Like, let's just not be babies here. It's a gacha game. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, right? So, as a free-to-play player, you need to understand this, and you need to save your very valuable currency for the best banners, with the best lineup of characters, with the best leader skills that will help you, you know, clear the content of the game the best. The pity system is actually really good for free-to-play players, because free-to-play players could get shafted the same way I could get shafted, which is thousands of stones without getting the character, right? Except now there's pity. So if you're smart with your stones and save them and don't spend them like a crackhead, you'll be fine. And I know people will go, oh my god, he's the whale out of touch. Like, nah, man. Like, you need to just save. Like you got to just skip a lot of the banners, and then you'll be able to have pity. Like, you could go it, okay, right now, October 19th, starting from right here. If you just don't summon from now until the anniversary characters come out, you're guaranteed to get one of the anniversary characters. Skipping, like, all these filler banners. These characters over the next 2 months who are going to be aged out in 1 second once 10th anniversary content gets here. Like, do you think the October Halloween Dokkan Fest is going to be mega crazy in the 10th anniversary content? Likely? Probably not. Probably not very likely. Probably not. Could be. You know, once upon a time in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was quite good in the 6th anniversary content, right? But, I mean, not always. You know, AGL Trunks, he was fodder. So you got to be careful. And you got to save up your stones. Int Broly is a good easy. No, no. I mean, we know about this. We know about him. He's not better than Vegeta. That's just like I just sometimes I do wish for something truly absurd like this. I wish I could get like a long explanation of it. Like, can we just, like, if we just pull up their kits next to each other, shouldn't you be able to tell Vegeta's just way better? I guess I don't need to search since they're both brand new. Yeah, bro, they're both right on the first page. Like, just look at their kits next to each other, man. You could just tell. Like, okay, so this is only specifically if there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. And this is only against Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Movie Hero, right here. Like, he's very restricted to which enemy you're fighting, and his stats aren't really that impressive. I mean, this guy was getting crushed. It took 400, 500K from a boss that supered for 1.5 million. A Goku. UI Goku. This guy is just, like, this is not a hot take. It's just factually wrong. Well, not that. This is what's factually, like, this is just, it's not a hot take. This is just wrong. It is wrong. No, Vegeta is 1,000 times better. Like, it's not even close. Vegeta, most of the time, has more damage reduction than Broly, has higher defense than Broly, and he fucking has dodge, and he's creating orbs, and he's not restricted. It's not even a comparison, dude. So that's crazy. That's crazy. He can make a top, no, what? No. Top 15 units? Like this? No. Sorry. No. I mean, obviously, you guys know I'm a big Tech Gohan fan, but what I'm not going to do is come on here and start lying and capping just because I like a character. Like, no, man. It's pretty easy for him to get blasted right away. You could kind of, like, try and hide him to your best ability. And, I mean, if you've got him, you know, linked up with some other good all-in-the-family characters, cool Judgment characters, you know, AGL or Ultimate Gohan or something like that, he could look good. But, I mean, do you think you're going to be able to run a rotation of Tech Ultimate Gohan and AGL or Ultimate Gohan against, like, Gogeta or Janemba? No. Probably not going to work very well against Bulma either. Probably not. Goku and Frieza, it can. I mean, in the Tech Gohan video, we did have Tech Gohan live the big super for Goku and Frieza, right? And one of those, I'm pretty sure we did. Pretty sure I juiced it up and I had Gohan able to tank it. But he's not a top 15 character. He's not even close. I plan on doing the rank in every character until Vegito Blue. I would be surprised if this guy hits the top 50. I don't know. We'll see. EGL Jiren is massively underrated. I think we did see this in the part 1, but I mean, one major thing with Jiren is that he's just not on global. It makes a ton of sense to me how people would think he's boring, though, because he's not doing a lot of additional supers, which is pointed out right here. I think where he's at his best is when you're in a standby. You know, his standby in slot 1 with 100% damage reduction is when he's at his best. Not even taking advantage of his 2-turn offensive support, right? So, yeah. Yeah, this is not a hot take. We all just agree with that. Yeah, get rid of the stupid-ass 30 Easy A stages, man. Change rates of Friend Banner, 30 multis for one STR-type Kai. Yeah. I mean, it's nice that we now have that, but yeah, I'm not going to be really touching that. The rates are definitely not good for that. Adding a guild or clan function to the game would be crazy. High HP pool bosses that require co-op between friends. Add something to play the game for instead of rerunning missions. Yeah. For sure. I think that would be pretty cool. I do think like a guild function is something that could definitely work in Dokkan for sure. I have 2. I don't know which is hotter. Dirty Fireworks Vegeta is 100% better than Topo. Oh, I could see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't... It's... What did my last list have? I think I had Topo a little bit higher, but, like, yeah, dude. Like, you could put Vegeta in front of Topo easily. I like Roshi in front of Vegeta. The thing is that Vegeta, I mean, I think against, like, an STR enemy in the right positioning, you could potentially get Vegeta to go slot 1. But he's not really going to be, like, a slot 1 guy. Topo can be, but it's only for a little burst. I mean, Topo with the special like, needing, like, special pose or Defender of Justice. Maybe I should have dropped down Topo a little bit more. I don't think that's crazy. Vegeta above Topo is not crazy to me. Also have Evo and UI over Cell Max. That's also not crazy. I know they aren't better than Janemba. Yeah. These are not crazy or even really that hot. Like, I could put this Vegeta over Topo, and I could put HLUI and Evolution Blue Vegeta over Cell Max at this point. Easy. Both are easy. Yeah. That's nothing crazy there. New friend summon LR. That's a good question. We haven't gotten one since 2018. So I don't know. Maybe now that they've added the like Kais and stuff like that to the friend summon banner on JP, maybe that means they will add something soon. Maybe. More characters should just have dodge built into their kit so we don't have to get it in hidden potential system. I mean, well, okay, but I think what it is that we could have a discussion with is pivot into how the hidden potential system needs to be changed a lot. Many characters, it's like, okay, a lot of characters these days do resemble like this Piccolo, where it's just like 50% chance to crit. He's got his additional right there. He's got another additional right here. He's got his dodge right here. Like, all of these hidden potential system abilities, all the best characters have just got all that shit built in anyway. So I think what would be really helpful is a revamp to the hidden potential system. That would be big. All right, let's keep going. Tier list. What do we got here? Let's see. Evolution Blue Vegeta? Wow, he's a little high. Where is AGL-UI Goku, huh? Wow. AGL-UI's a little low, isn't he? What? Okay. Buhan is low, too. What the hell? He's better with Janemba. Damn, poor first form. Look at the characters. Oh, that's a little high. Yeah, Bulma under them. Okay. Yeah, we're done with that. That's a stinker right there. Top 3 most overrated abilities. A Revive? Overrated? Let's keep reading. Attack it. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Stacking? I mean, attack stacking could be really good. A character like First Form Frieza, who we just laughed at, like, he's a good example of a character whose attack stacking can be pretty meaningful. You know, the attack stacking buffing the damage for the active skill. But, like, back in the day, you had defensive stacking, you're automatically top tier. Not really how it works anymore. Defensive boost in slot 1? Yeah, I mean, unless it's like guard or damage reduction or something like that. But, I mean, that is true. But we know that. Characters that have to specifically be in, like, slot 1 or something like that usually have an accelerated lifespan. Like, they'll age out fast. Because there's always going to be way tougher bosses, and there's always going to be way better characters who are going to be going in slot 1. So a fast way to age out is needing to be in slot 1 to get some type of defense for sure. Revives are pretty good, though. I don't know if I'd agree that those are... that's like a overrated ability. Some of them just have, I mean, definitely tough conditions. On release, Vegeta was the best unit in the game on Global. What, bro, you just say Vegeta. We're talking about Super Saiyan Vegeta? Best unit in the game on Global? Maybe. Probably. Best unit in the game on Global? He probably was. I mean, he's definitely better than Rose and Kefla, who were out early at the time. Is still the best TUR? No, that's just wrong. Like, that's just glazing right there. Vegeta, like, right away can truly get smacked, man. Like, it's, like, you're just, like, you know, that's just your favorite character. So at that point, you're just, like, covering up for him. But he gets obliterated early on. It's very common against Goku and Frieza that he struggles to damage them. That's a super common thing as well. I mean, he's good, but he's not as good as he once was. The gap between TURs is closed. Well, no. The gap between TURs has opened up, as a matter of fact. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Fat Buu. After turn 1, he's better than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's wrong. Turn 2, Tech Vegeta can still get whipped easily. Whereas Super Saiyan 3 Goku is still, turn 2 is not taking any damage. And it's just better than Buu. That's also not correct. And Namek Vegeta in general, that's, yeah, I mean, I would probably take Super Saiyan Vegeta over the Namek Vegeta. Might be top 10, no. But definitely top 15 also, no. I'm sorry, James Way, I'm sorry, but no. Vegeta best unit in the game when he came out on Global, that's probably true. But, no, man. It's just so easy for him to be crushed. He is pretty good for the Goku and Frieza fight overall, Vegeta, right? Like, Vegeta is not a character that could get locked in slot 1 and exposed by 17, although if he does get locked in slot 1 by 17 and supered, Vegeta will likely live it, but he will get sealed, which means he can't stack, and then he'll really be punished for it later on. But, nah, it's just a little too easy for Vegeta to die, man. Like, it's not even close to true that he's not. Yeah, perfect. He's not even on the level of them. Not at all. Imp Fat Boo's the best TUR. Sure. I mean, I'm definitely not going to argue that. Arguably a top 5 unit against Gogeta. Maybe. Probably. Reason people don't have Gogeta at 1 and you're confused because Gogeta can't slot 1 against Janemba and Gogeta on team needs it. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They're definitely significantly better. The Tech Gogeta character against like Goku and Frieza and Bulma, which are not on Global, right? Like it makes sense. Put defensive equips on Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. I mean, we've won a lot from them dodging, so. Original Battlefield would be a great PvP game mode. Xenotype item unlocks path. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they won't do this, because, yeah, this is never going to happen. Equips are overrated. I mean, dude, if you've got, like, a gold 6 additional 5 dodge, that's, you know, you're getting an extra damn near 10% chance to additional and dodge just from one equip. Man, that's pretty good. I mean, I've never had a 6 additional 5 dodge, but you get the point. Original Battlefield, I just wish we still had it. No, this is just not. This is just completely wrong in every way. He's not the best TR. He's not the most consistent either. It's not even close to true. I mean, guys, we just had, Global has got the Gogeta and Janemba fights. And, I mean, Tech Vegeta just gets one, like, if he gets supered, he's dead instantly. Outside of hidden potential system dodge, Vegeta just dies instantly. And now, you could say, oh, well, most characters in the game do. Yeah, that's true. But you know who the fuck doesn't? Is these two. Right? That's the problem. If Vegeta dies instantly, they do not. That kind of matters. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, I think we saw this in part 1. Unfortunately, this guy is not very good. This is, yeah, Nova T, not really good. This is like a 2023 like Dominator, but you know, these days he unfortunately would get punished pretty bad. Double Tech Broly over double Tech Broly over double Tech Int Broly? What? I think he just means double Tech Broly over double Int Broly. I see too many people running double Int Broly. Double Int Broly, in my experience, is a stronger team because it really helps Int Broly to just be able to keep up, like, the domain up, like, the entire time. I've found double Int Broly to be stronger than double Tech Broly. It also helps that Int Broly just has a better leader skill, too. So, like, you could do something like run Int Fat Buu, who, you know, again, is really that good. You know, you could also do something like run Buhan and Janemba together, right? Wait, is Buhan on his leader skill? Yeah, because he's uncontrollable power. Yeah. So we could run Janemba plus Buhan together on this team. No. Double Int Broly is, I think, far better. Getting the 1 million power level is easy. It is, but people don't really enjoy link leveling, which is the fastest way to do it. I know I don't have it, but by the time you see this in the video, I'll have 1,000,000. This is on October 17th. Yeah, good chance. Count's not even 3 years old. I have 100 fully link level units. If you just click 2 buttons every 5 minutes, you could have 1,000,000 pretty easily. Yeah, that's true, but again, the process, I mean, I certainly understand the process of link leveling not being that exciting for a lot of players. Like, I get that, right? Like, just sitting there and grinding over and over and over. One thing I would say, though, is it's pretty easy to just, you know, because Dokkan has got auto. It's pretty easy to just auto something while you're doing something else, I've found. Look at that, level 12, so he's been grinding. You could tell. Easy attack Broly right there. I don't know about Orange Piccolo as the friend, brother. I mean, Orange Piccolo, he's definitely started his fall off. No. No, this is no. See, this is where people are overdoing it. Vegeta could be stronger, but this is just no, dude, you can't. Vegeta has 50% damage reduction and 50% dodge while being a Rainbow Orb Changer, guys. Like, come on. Like, he could be better, yeah. But let's not... Raditz did nothing. He had nothing. Bro, Raditz had, like, no defensive mechanics. They wanted you to run him against, like, Red Zone Broly and shit like that, man. Like, it's like, no. You can't... This is so unfair to Vegeta. It's so unfair to Vegeta, man. Vegeta is not even, like, it's just, you can't make this comparison. You can't. No way. Dokkan needs to consolidate the challenge. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Probably Baba Shop 2. Solomon shit there. Yes. The challenge tab right now, so this is in the events, is Dokkan events, challenge events, you know, Legendary Goku event, Red Zone, stuff like that. Easy A areas, like, it's just too much going on. Challenge events, Easy A area, and Dokkan events should all be their own tab. Absolutely. And then do something about Baba Shop to maybe make it seem a little bit more user-friendly is probably not a terrible thing either. Oh, I don't think this is not super absurd to me at this point, right? If you think like Tech Broly and Beast are better, I could get it. I feel safer running Broly. That makes sense to me. Yeah. Because Broly shows up and it is very difficult for him to die. Gohan, in this form, Gohan can be killed. But, you know, once you pop that Family Kamehameha standby, that's where shit gets crazy. But that's not until turn 2. This guy, I mean, base Broly, it's very tough for him to die. Very hard. Tech Gogeta being best unit in the game, turn 4 over 70% HP does not make him the best unit overall. The thing with that, I'm so comfortable saying that because they're not weak at all in base. Not even close. Like 17 locking them in slot 1 does not end the fight, right? Like, I think that is a good metric. Like, can 17 lock you in slot 1 and insta-kill you? And the answer is no with Tech Gogeta. I mean, yeah, they can't slot 1 against Janemba immediately. Sure. Well, no, they probably can. But what I was going to say is that if Janemba is at his weakest if he supers you right away. That's where his damage is going to be at its lowest. But, I mean, certainly, you know, like Gogeta turn 1, slot 1, you know, they're not tanking him in slot 1. STR Gohan is the best unit in the game. I wish some of you guys would just understand real quick. There's 2 top 5 level STR Gohans, man. Like, you just say STR Gohan is the best. You're probably talking Family Kamehameha, because I feel like if you were talking about Beast, you'd probably say Beast. But there's 2 top 5 level STR Gohans right now, bruh. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Family Kamehameha. SCR Gohan is best. But wait, but if that's true, if you're talking about the fucking Family Kamehameha, by the way, you do understand that Tech Gogeta's better turn 1 than this guy. Yeah? You get that, right? Hello? Aaron, you better be talking about Beast, Playboy. Because Tech Gogeta's stronger than this character defensively turn 1, man. So you better be talking about Beast. Tech Gogeta's team doesn't take damage, but that's only true temporarily and not on every team. What? Huh? I'm pretty sure he's referring to the family Kamehameha Gohan. And again, that guy can take damage. And 17 can lock him in slot 1 and kill him immediately. He cannot do that to Tech Gogeta. So that would be hilarious if your argument is because Gogeta comes out on turn 4, but they're better than this Gohan defensively the first couple of turns. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about, man. Like, did you even... bro, come on. Bro, come on, man. Bulma fight is a gimmick stun victim fight. Rainbow Orb changing phase isn't real difficulty. I mean, sure, okay, but guess what? It exists. Super attack phase is easy. I mean, well, you could have bad luck with additionals and it's not easy. Tech phase is supremely easy. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, a boss you're fighting on turn 6 or 7 with a 1.9 million attack, like super attack, is pretty weak, yeah. Last phase is a stun victim. The last phase can be a stun victim if Bulma just lets you do that, right? Like, if she doesn't super right away, you could stun her first. That could be true. But, yeah. It's like, you know, you got to make sure she does. Remember, the bosses get to decide. If Bulma just lets you do it, you can. Like, Broly can work super good against Bulma. You know, what does he got? The 70% chance to stun on his 18 key super. You know, that could damn near win you the fight. Okay, a second one. I massively underrate Beast. Lives under 50% HP, Goku and Frieza, and Bulma. I mean, I've seen both happen, though. I've seen him die to under 50% HP, Goku and Frieza, and I've seen him live. I've seen both happen. One of your videos, you put a 10 dodge unit in front of the Super as you thought Beast couldn't live it with a taunt, yet he would. Again, sometimes, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and review exactly what it was, but I've seen him both die to that Super and not die. So, I mean, if you want to say I underrate Beast, maybe I do. I mean, I don't know that I'd argue that. I mean, are we saying Beast is back on top at number 1? If he could consistently always live the Goku and Frieza Super, and I knew that, I could definitely have him at 1 again. All right, but I've seen him get killed by under 50% HP Goku and Frieza, so. He clears the 6 years plus tech UI. I mean, I could see it. Saying it shouldn't even be a discussion is a little silly, though. Because, I mean, turn 1, he's just flat out worse than AGL UI Goku, right? Way worse. Way worse. And here's the thing. Turn 1, AGL UI Goku could 100% dodge into like a 15 million super into like a 10 million into a 10 million with 100% perfect dodging. Then a character in slot 3 could die and AGL UI Goku could revive him and give you a team protector mechanic. This guy doesn't get a team protector mechanic until his 3rd turn, way deep in the fight. So it's like, I don't know, like, while, yes, I could definitely see Broly above them, just saying, like, it shouldn't be a discussion is foolish. That's foolish, I think. Like, it's just to downplay AGL UI like that, when he's just outright better at the start, like, a lot better. Broly is kind of just like a... Man, I like a vibes unit. You know, at a certain point, you just got to respect, you know, his resume, which is that he doesn't die. But, I mean, a lot of it, you know, he's coming off of vibes and goodwill and stuff like that. I don't know. Universal's Rival Saga is the best team in the game by a long shot. Cannot struggle in any event. I don't know that I agree with that, because, I mean, if we just look at Universal Survival Saga... I mean, Gogeta and Janemba could outright just kill most of these characters in 1 hit. I mean, I guess we got to look at this on JP, right? Because there actually are quite a few Universal Rival Saga characters on JP who are not on Global. So it's like Jiren could die turn 1. Tech UI Goku could die turn 1. They could die turn 1. They can't. Obviously, UI and Vegeta are not gonna. Half of the team can die turn 1 to Gogeta and Janemba. That's kind of the issue, though, right? Like, that's why I don't really agree. I mean, so a lot of those characters, though, I mean, you think about AGL UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta and stuff like that, yeah, but Superhero is just, like, better because you're adding, like, Beast to it. And, like, you know, it depending upon the fight, you could run Gogeta, right? Blue Gogeta. So, no, I certainly do not think so. I don't think so. Okay. LR Int Broly is better than Evolution Blue Vegeta. I think we saw this before. Yeah, we saw this on the first part. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I'm not really. Like, that'd be fine. No, I don't think so. There's no way this EZA character is just gonna be, like, towering over the 10th anniversary LRs. It doesn't work that way. The Part 1 anniversary LRs, maybe besides, like, the 5th year Blue Fusions, they always, like, the Part 1 anniversary LRs always just tower over, like, everything. I guess there's also, back in the day, a lot of people would argue STR Vegito over in Evolution Blue Vegeta back in, like, the 6th anniversary days. That was another one. But for the most part, anniversary LRs, they just tower over the rest of the game. Wrong for putting Goku, Gohan, and Trunks 6 in the list. No, because again, like, it's the same argument. At a certain point, it's just like Broly and what he's able to accomplish has to be respected. But Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, like, dude, they just die every video, man, every run. They just die. They die. They die. They die. I mean, they're just they're the game. Like, you know how Thanos is collecting the Infinity Stones? They collect as many fucking game overs as possible from every fucking boss in existence. So, no, I'm not wrong. I mean, they just can't stop dying. They literally give River Unit and a leader skill a mini EZA. Sort of. But remember. A huge thing with this character... here, let's start clearing some of these tabs out. A huge thing with the character is they have a pretty nasty restriction that you have to adhere to. They're on page 2 already. And it's this. If you don't have this, the character becomes worthless. And there goes your mini EZA ability of the 77% defense, right? Which, again, when it starts to feel like a mini EZA is when you have one in each rotation. But it's just, dude, they just die so much, man. They're not top 2. No way. No. I mean, we look at this. If anything, I feel like I could drop them down even more. I could grab AGLUI Goku and Int Broly and put them above them right now. Absolutely, dude. So they're at 6. I could drop them to 8. Quick, dude. Quick. These guys, most underrated unit currently. Cell Max. Well, Cell Max legitimately can get smacked in the new fights. I mean, he does dominate Goku and Frieza, though. But Cell Max can be smacked. And we talked extensively about Vegeta, so. Someone's not worth shit. I mean, they're a unit that's definitely top 5 level, the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. But they just can very easily get killed. And the thing about them, too, remember, they are a standby character, which means, you know, like, their time is limited until a better standby comes out, which just happened with the Family Kamehameha. After the game against the Jets, I don't know how you're still a fan. What? Oh, I mean, the Jets did get pretty lucky with the Hail Mary, and then the refs completely ruined the flow of the game for both teams. Both teams were getting horrible calls called against them. It was just a horrible game, but I mean, it's not, like, you don't go, oh my god, you're a Bills fan after the game against the Jets? Like, bro, you want to bring up the 13-second game? Why don't you bring up that, man? Chain Battle was fire! Okay. No, it was pretty repetitive. Took like 3 seconds, but the big damage number plus good rewards equals happiness. Need a game mode where there's an absolute monster boss waiting for us at the end. Take down underling bosses to weaken the final one. I mean, honestly, that sounds like something that like a raid mode. Like Dokkan co-op could work good with that. Something like that, right? Raid boss. Extreme Tech Lord Slug's best unit in the game. No, he's not. Domain units, even though they're really good right now, are at their best under their domain. Yeah. But the gradually increasing English domain units are doomed to be replaced. Yeah, but remember, the same thing does apply to standby characters as well. Standby characters, likewise, have significant issues with being replaced. Which, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, you know, there's now a better charging standby. Instantly. Already. After they just came out, and that's the Family Kamehameha. So, both types of characters are always on track to getting replaced for sure. Arguably still the best unit in the game. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. If we go back consistently, which he clears the stage. Sure. I mean, I'm not... I still, at the moment, would put Tech Gogeta at 1. But, I mean, Beast, yeah. I mean, sure. Dominant character, a couple of the big roster of units. Team is almost flawless, is true. I think his team is still the best team in the game. Tech UI, no, he's not. Wow. This is a mess. Holy shit, dude. Whoa. That is a light grenade in my face, man. What the hell? Whoa. I'm gonna have to get a big NO on this one. And that spells no. At Tech Broly at 8? 8? How can you have Jiren in front of Tech Broly? You have Jiren in front of Tech Broly. Come on. Feels like the community doesn't know what they want. Yes, that's correct. Yes. But, I mean, I think that would apply to just, like, every person in existence for the most part. Right? Like, I feel like a lot of communities would have this. Let's read the rest. But, like, I feel like this is one of those things where, like, someone would go, like, oh, the Dokkan community. But this applies to probably a lot of communities, right? Ask for hard content, get it, and complain about it. That's true. Want busted units, again, they complain things are too easy. That's true. Want lots of content, they get it, but complain there isn't enough. That's also true. It's all true. It is all true. It is all true. It is all true. Optimal Goku, Gohan, and Trunks over optimal superhero. No, it's just factually wrong. Here's the thing about this team, too. I mean, I like to consider the big 4 fights. Goku and Frieza, Bulma, Super Gogeta, Super Janemba. The Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team, I don't know what optimal team you're talking about. That team is dying like half the time in the Janemba and Gogeta fights, man. Whereas Superhero just flat out does not. In the current meta, Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team is way better than Superhero. It's just wrong. It's just factually wrong. It's just completely wrong. Due to Beast, Gohan is in the worst spot he's ever been. No, that's not true. Getting fucked turn 1 in the Gogeta fight. But, like, the other Super Saiyan characters are not, my man? Beast is better than the entire Super Saiyan roster in there, is he not? Which Super Saiyan character is better than Beast turn 1 in there? Huh? What? Huh? I mean, you know, so it's like the best character for slot 1 of Gogeta would be, wait for it, Evolution Blue Vegeta, who is a superhero character as well. So, I mean, unless, are you going to say Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo? Would they make your optimal Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team? Like, you know, like a lot of times people, like, I read this stuff and it just doesn't, it's just not, it doesn't mesh with what I'm seeing in game. No way. So Beast Gohan gets fucked in Gogeta, fucked in Bulma, somewhat fucked in Goku and Frieza. It's one of those things where, like, he can be or he can't be, but that does apply to a lot of characters. I don't know. I don't see this. Their team struggles pretty heavily. You go through most of their roster, pretty much the entire roster can easily just die. They just get blown away instantly. There's Goku, Gohan, and Trunks somehow becoming underrated. We'll see. They just die fast, man. They just die a lot. They die a lot. They die fast. Celtics fan, huh? Must be nice to get a ring. Okay. Bills game was pretty good last night, but man, the Jets looking like the New York Pets. Where the refs on our ass. The refs were really bad for both sides, though. It true. The refs were crushing both teams. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, the penalties. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see the Jets and Bills, like, the next time they play is going to be very interesting, right? Because now, I mean, the Jets are going to be stronger with Devontae. The Bills have Amari Cooper, and a lot of the Bills players are now getting healthy. So we'll see. The Bills still run the division. You guys know, going into the season, look at any stream or anything, I've always said the same thing. This year, all I'm looking for with the Bills, just give me the 5th straight division title, and I'm considering it a W year. That's what I'm looking for. And right now, Bills are looking damn good to be in that spot. 5th straight division. Fat Boo is the second best unit on Unk Power, uncontrollable power. I mean, I'd say no, because you're saying Int Fat Boo is better than Int LR Broly or Tech Broly, one of them, or Int Fat Boo is better than LR Janemba. I mean, none of those I could agree with. But, I mean, Int Fat Boo is really good, yeah. Int Broly's underrated. Team is among top 3 teams in the game. Yeah, I mean, it does feel like that for sure. Same way Cellmax completely overrated. Well, okay. His restrictions are now an issue for real with the Broly team being created. But it's like Cellmax's restrictions were not a big deal until this worldwide. Now the whole like core of the team is fleshed out a lot, and at Cellmax his restrictions can be an issue. And the need to get hit to get defense, he might age. Yeah, for sure. This shit is so bad. Needing to get hit to get defense is going to cause him to age fast for sure. Please make it 2 hours long. We're at an hour and 21, and then I did the other part, which was pretty long as well. No, this is not true, because no matter what, I just can't... Like, he's good. I mean, the offensive numbers are pretty good. These numbers are pretty close to being able to just terrorize, most bosses' health bars, a lot of it, right away. But he just doesn't have the defensive ability. At a certain point, a character's got to be able to take hits and deal with hits as well. They got to be able to. Not a hot take, but a question. Unification's been handled very poorly. Yes, for sure. We agree with that. Yep. How would I have done it? Now, you guys got to understand, there's no way to make global players happy with this outside of, like, all right, global players, here's 5,000 stones. Like, if they did that, you guys would all agree you'd be okay with the sync. Like, if they just said, here's 5,000 stones. And then, but it's like, that's just not realistic. It's a gacha game. And, saying that it's unfortunately a gacha game, they're going to have shitty practices, doesn't mean I'm cocksucking $1 billion corporation. Like, a lot of people try and, like, almost, like, use the fact that, like, a corporation as, like, a shield to avoid criticisms of their arguments, right? They try and do that with the, oh my god, you're just dick-sucking $1 billion corporation. No, it's just... We are playing like, what you're getting into, right? Like, we're getting into a gacha game, but then we're going to cry about gacha game practices. Like, we got to understand what the game is, right? So I don't, like, yeah, they could have made global players happy by dropping everything at once and then giving 5,000 stones. And people would be happy with that, I'm sure. But, like, that's not realistic. So there's not a way, I think, that people could have been satisfied. But there's no doubt about it. We have the Dokkan now and the live stream. AGL, Vegito Blue, Tech Fusion, Zamasu. From that point, they easily could have just done something as simple as shave 1 week off of every global celebration. That would be, like, all it would take. Remember when Global dropped multiple filler banners? JP dropped LR Int Ginyu, and then Global dropped a straight up fucking filler banner. Why did they do that? It makes no sense. No sense. Right? So then, just that banner alone, make that the Ginyu banner. So Global and JP got Ginyu at the same time. Who cares if Ginyu has no place in Global? Doesn't matter. We're getting close to the sync anyway. Then in June, Global and JP both get Cell Max at the same time. And then remember the Cell Max slot for Global? That could have been Jiren instead. And then that would have included the Goku and Frieza fight, the hardest fight in the game. But how I would have handled it, again, is like shaving 1 week off of every celebration. And then what they did with Physical Rose was really good. but they just like only did it the one time and didn't go all the way with it, right? Get rid of those couple of like it could have been easy. I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard to do the sync. But what they did, which is basically operate as normal up until a certain point and then just trying to slam everything immediately, was not good. Not good management, for sure. Why did STR Vegito get the shaft compared to Tech Gogeta? I've got no clue. Vegito units have not been getting very much respect for many years in a row now. STR Vegito was a lot better than people give him credit for it the day he got his EZA, though. But it's just one of those things where, you know, global players didn't really get to experience it as much because they didn't have the 9th anniversary content when STR Vegito got his EZA. But STR Vegito and Physical Buhan, if you guys don't remember, they came out in a vastly different, like, you know, era of this game. Sort of. Universal Solid units are very underrated. Are they? Probably the best team in the game. No, it's not the best team in the game. Somehow they're at the bottom of the top 10. Oh, I mean, referring to what I mean, yeah, but, I mean, guys, I don't, like, these guys EZA'd in February, man. It's been 8 months. Like, new characters come out who are better. It's just how it works, dude. Like, you know, we just had this major celebration with all these amazing summonable worldwide download celebration units. I mean, you know, so, like, I remember I could even have Int Broly up higher. So it's just how it goes. Goku on the Trunks of 6 absolute madness. No, I just don't agree. I just don't agree. I'm sorry. The character just dies way too easily, man. They can do a lot of carrying, yeah, but they could also just get killed. And again, their team, it's pretty easy to just get killed over and over and over against Gogeta and Janemba with that Super Saiyan team, mostly. AGL LR Gohan over Blue Fusions. So you're talking January of 2020, AGL LR Gohan over the 5th anniversary of Blue Fusions? Maybe. I mean, Kale and Khalifa in hindsight was almost definitely still better than them, right? So maybe AGL LR Gohan was too. Remember, though, I mean, Extreme Super Battle Road was right around the corner. And, I mean, definitely the 5th anniversary fusions were probably better than that, because they at least had their dodge in slot 3. Should include EZAs and normal TR tier list since you do it with LRs. We all want it. Is this true? Y'all all want that? Not so great how the people think. Defense mediocre in base. That is true, yeah. Harm the team when he eats a 500k super in base. Yeah, that is true, but it's just like the second you get into that standby, this character controls the fight with, you know, basically untouchable defenses and then being able to literally nuke the boss in one shot. We're an hour and 28 minutes. I guess we could end here. Sure. No, I mean, I don't completely agree. We already talked about, was it in this part? I think it was in this part, right? We already talked about that, yeah. Oh, what? Hold on. Worst Survivor perk metas to play? Oh, I kinda, man, I mean, I'm not like a super mega Dead by Daylight expert, but I do have fun. I mean, I've watched, you know, the best content creator online, Otstarva. I've watched a lot of his gameplay for sure. So I get, like, you know, made for this, like how annoying that meta was, you know, Hope made for this, shit like that, and Circle of Healing and stuff, yeah. Make a killer tier list? No, I'm not good enough. I can't. And I am so bad at playing killer. I love playing killer and Dev. I'm so bad at it, dude. So bad. LR Int Broly is not that great and will age like shit due to being heavily reliant on his domain. Okay. This is true. This is not. I mean, at a certain point, I tell people all the time, like, don't focus on what could be or what should be or what could happen or what might happen. Focus on what is actually happening. And Int Broly doesn't really die. She finished the Sekiro Platinum. Thigh's best body part. I mean, this is going to sound so corny. I'm gonna sound like the corniest. Bro, what happened to just like a face, a nice pretty face, man? I'm at that. That's my era. Just a nice pretty face. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe corny, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Sakura, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. One of the most frustrating units in the whole game. Can perform so well for you is him constantly dying in base. I mean, yeah, but to be fair, many characters, it could be similar as well. Underrate Orange Pickle. Nah, his time has come. He's good, but I mean, it's pretty easy for him to get killed now. Yeah. I mean, this is true. Too harsh on them? I don't think so. They need a Majin Power ally on rotation, brother. They need a Majin Power ally on rotation, dude. Who... like, you're running this character's not going slot 1 anymore. What are you running? This character on Fat Boo? Like, there's limitations to that, man. No, I don't think so. Nah. It's just a different era. It's Majin Power. Like, these characters, like, Buhan is not, like, super killing it in slot 1 with this character's, like, a slot 2 or something like that. No way, man. No way. Things change, dude. Favorite releases of 2023. Wow. Kale and Super Boo. Alright, that's, I think, a good... These are the worst example of Amatsu's incompetence. Yeah, I agree. Alright, guys. We'll end there. Nice, long, lot of hot takes in. Let me know what you guys think. Mwah!